The next part is you're going to take your battery holder and you're going to look. There's a positive and there's a negative side. And the positive side should have the 3 prongs. And make sure that you're doing the positive side. So this is going to take a little bit of holding on your part. You want to hold the battery holder, and your battery shouldn't be in there yet. Hold the battery holder to the felt, and you're going to start sewing the positive side down to the felt. What we're going to do next is we're sew the positive side of the battery holder down. So now we're going to sew the positive side of the LED down. And do you guys remember what shape is the positive side of the LED? Is it a circle? It is. So you're going to sew the positive side of the battery holder, and you're going to sew a little line of thread to the positive side of the LED. So if you can see, you want to keep a little bit of distance in between them, but you're going to basically just make a straight line. And it's totally fine if you're not a great sewer, it's just sticking it through, pulling it through the felt. I'm just going to tell you that once you sew, and I would sew through a couple of times, maybe like 3. Do you know what I mean by that? Like you're taking it through and you're wrapping it around 3 times around the LED. And then once you do that, you want to tie a little knot at the end. So you can take your finger and kind of make a knot and pull through. And then you want to cut the excess conductive thread, because then you'll have finished sewing the positive to the positive, and we're going to start another strand to sew the negative to the negative. Okay, so does everyone have the positive to the positive? Okay, so you're going to cut off the strand, because that's it. Those are the only 2 things that are going to connect, the positive to the positive. And now you're going to thread the needle again with the conductive thread, doing the same thing as before, and now you're going to connect the negative to the negative. So make sure these are 2 separate strands, because the positive and negative can't overlap, or it'll short the switch, or short the circuit. So once you have the positive to the positive, and then the negative to the negative, you can put your coin cell battery into the holder, and it should light up the LED if everything was sewn correctly. And I'm just going to put up my email address and my Tumblr, my website right now, and it might take me a week or so, but I'm going to put up a list of resources. So you can feel free to email me if you have any more questions about how you can move on and make other projects, or also I'll put up the resources, so if you want to check in on that, and that should be up eventually in the next week or so.